Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy BB27, the SML reviewer. Here with a very different video for tonight. It's like a little quick video I wanted to do. This was not planned, but it's actually going to be an album review. I actually did one of these before back in like September. But yeah, I'm doing an album review. More of like an album rant though, because I'm just going to be ranting. It's on the new Kanye album that just came out, Vultures, like a few days ago. I don't even know the proper release. I just listened to it though. It's so bad. It is genuinely so awful. And I know this isn't Logan, and I know he actually just dropped a video too, and I don't know if I'm gonna review that. I'm gonna watch that at some point, but it has nothing to do with Logan. But I just need to talk about this. I need to vent about this. Maybe I'll open up an album channel someday, so do a bunch of these, but I don't know. I need to talk about how shitty this album is, and I'll go over track. Like, it's gonna be a whole album review. We're gonna do track by track, unscripted, unplanned, all that bullshit. Just go track by track and just talk some shit on this because it's bad. Also, I'm showing the album cover, like the old, like the one that was supposed to be on the album. I'm not gonna show the actual one because it has like nudity kind of on it, so I can't really show that on YouTube. But anyways, yeah, Vultures. This is his worst album. This just shows how far Kanye has fallen. He's fallen off so hard as a rapper, and just everything. Like his lyrics, his flow, the beats, everything is just shit about this album. It's all just awful. So going into it, I'm like, I wasn't really like happy. I wasn't like, oh my god, wow, new Kanye album, because like his past few albums have been kind of mid. Donda was pretty bad. I mean, yeah, I had some bangers on there. And like he had like Jesus is King, which is just kind of mid again. Like I wasn't really expecting it to be like graduation level, quality. Because if you guys don't know, Kanye is one of my favorite rappers. Not really so much anymore because of the whole mustache man thing that happened, which I'm not going to say the name of who that is because I don't think I can say that on YouTube anymore. But you guys know the situation with Kanye that happened like a while back, like a year ago. But anyways, he's not as good as he used to be. He's not that person anymore. He's not dropping graduation or 808s or, late registration. That's not him anymore. So I wasn't expecting that quality, but this is worse than what I expected, bro. I knew it was going to be mid, but this is literally worse than what I was expecting. So going into it with the stars, it's fine. It's like a fine little opener track. It's not something that I really care for. It just sounds similar to Donda, Jesus is Keen quality. Which I was like, you know what, whatever. 16 tracks of just mid songs, like, okay. And then you get to Keys to My Life, which is kind of like, it's honestly kind of worse than the first one. I don't know how, it just is. Like, there's like more rapping on it rather than just like the chanting or whatever bullshit was going on in the first song. It's like more rapping, but it's just not good. Um, the features on this album are just kind of shit, the whole Ty Dollar Sign and all these other people. It just sucks ass. It's some of his worst features ever. I mean, back in the good old days, we had like Most Def and shit on that, and then we had like the other dudes, and back in like the College Dropout era, even like it's so good. It's so many good features. Nowadays, though, it's fucking garbage, bro. It all sound like shit. Kanye himself is just mid, like extremely mid compared to his other records. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess he's still kind of trying a little bit, but like, sounds like he's just tired and he just kind of rushed out the album. That's what he sounds like on this. I don't know if that's just me, but it just sounds like he's like tired and like doesn't give a shit. So, yeah, I don't know. This song sucks. Paid is fine, I guess. It's boring. Talking is annoying. I really don't have a lot to say for these first few tracks. Back to Me, though, is the first track where I actually have some stuff to say about it. It is so shit, bro. It is so bad. It's like a 0 out of 10 song. I couldn't stand it, bro. I genuinely couldn't stand it. The lyrics are just him repeating the same shit over and over again. It's like, oh, these big titty girls are hard to find. And he just keeps saying that over and over and over again. And it's like that's the whole song. Like there's nothing else to it, And then like the instrumentals and all that shit and the beats is just ass. And everything's just ass about it. But like the lyrics especially are just so awful on this song. It actually pissed me off. I'm like, I don't know. I think this song, if you were to pick one modern day Kanye song to show how far he's fallen, it would probably be this one, low key. Like, this song is a perfect example of how much worse he's gotten as a rapper, how much his album sucks nowadays, like how his music sucks, and why he should just stop making fucking music. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love Kanye. I grew up loving Kanye. I know it's gonna piss off a lot of people if they find this video, but it's like a Super Mario Logan channel reviews Kanye West. You know, that makes a lot of sense. But if you guys do find this and watch it and you're gonna get pissed at me, I'm sorry, but you know, I loved Kanye for a long time. I genuinely liked his music. I can't even speak. I liked his music. You know, everything up to like Yeezus, I was like, wow. But then by Yeezus, it started like, ooh, you know, this wasn't really good anymore. Which even then, that's gonna piss off people. But yeah, I don't know. This is just shit. And then we get Hood Rat. Hood Rat is the first one I actually had to skip just because I didn't skip the whole song, but I think I started skipping through parts of it just because it keeps saying Hood Rat, Hood Rat, Hood Rat in the background. It's like the most annoying shit ever. Like, who's gonna sit there for like almost 4 minutes? A lot of these songs are like way too long too. That's one of the biggest problems with Vultures. So many of the songs are like 4, 5 minutes. One of them 6 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, it's too much. It's too fucking long. But yeah, Hood Rat's annoying. And then we get the best song on the album, which was a surprise for me after all of kind of bad songs back to back. We get Do It, which I actually unironically thought was the best song on the album. That doesn't mean it's like amazing or a 10 out of 10. Like, it's really not saying much when I say that something's good on this album. But it's like the first positive thing I can say about Vultures is Do It. I mean, it's decent, you know, the beats and stuff, it's good, you know, it's produced well. You can tell that there was a little more effort going in on it. Kanye's not too bad on it. Nobody's bad on it. It's good. Well, good in terms of Vultures quality. It's still kind of mid on its own, but I can listen to it. I could get through the 3.5 minutes of just, you know, kind of like similar sounding shit. But it's better than like everything that came before it. So I don't know. I guess that's what I can say about it. Paperwork was annoying. It's like, oh, you gotta get this paperwork or something. I don't know. It's just annoying. And then we get Burn. I don't really remember Burn. I feel like all these songs are so forgettable. It's like that's another big problem with Vultures is like I could never come back to any of this. Maybe Do It and Stars. I think those two I could be like, you know what? We'll come back to those. But like, even then, I rather listen to anything from Kanye's like earlier work than this shit. This is his worst album. I used to think Yeezus was his worst album. It's this one. It is 100% this album. But yeah, Burn, I don't know. I don't even remember it. Fuck Something, that's the next one. This one's okay. Actually, I like this one too. I'd say it's on the same level as Do It. I thought there was a little more effort going in on the production and the rapping. I thought there was a little something to it. The lyrics are still kind of crap. I mean, dude, it's at the levels of like Hollywood Undead, but even then they're better with the lyrics. I love Hollywood Undead, but like the lyrics are just not the best strong suit for that band, at least until, you know, later on, but that's off topic. But yeah, this one, okay, you know, I made it through. I thought that shit kind of, you know, slapped a little bit. I mean, I would never listen to it that much, but like compared to what I was just listening to, like I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of good, you know. But yeah, I don't know. That one was fine. Like one of the only decent songs, you know, it's rare finding that. There's like only two of them, and that's it. Maybe three, I guess. If yeah, I wouldn't come back to Stars necessarily, but that's another one. Then we get Vultures, which is like the not self-titled, well, it's like the title track or whatever, and it's just, this is one of those songs I had to skip through. I got like maybe 2 minutes in, and I was like, oh my god, it's just, I wish this was over, I wish this was over. And I skipped through it, and it just like all sounded the same. It's just like, there's nothing happening in the song. It's 4.5 minutes. There's just nothing's going anywhere, you know, so that one's over. And then Carnival, I hated it at first, and then I was actually kind of grooving with it for like a minute, and then I hated it again. Like, I don't know, this song was okay, kind of, but it still kind of sucked. And then we get the big song, the big 6-minute song, Beg Forgiveness. This shit was awful. One of the most boring songs ever. I could not be more bored listening to this. And trust me, I didn't listen to all 6 minutes of it. You gotta think, I have to think I'm on drugs if I listen to like 6 minutes of this bullshit. I would never listen to 6 minutes of this. The full 6 minutes is just too much. It's the same stupid beat and like the same stupid lyrics over and over and over again, similar to some other songs on this awful album. But it's like 6 minutes of just that. I mean, yeah, it switches up a couple times. You know, Kanye nowadays always does the switch ups, and it's fine, I guess. But like, oh my god, I had to skip through this one too. Then we get Good Don't Die. It's just another forgettable track. And then we get Problematic. This one was okay, I guess. Like, I thought it was all right. I made it through the 3 minutes. It was okay. If I can make it through a song on this album, then yeah, it's okay. But that's the best it's gonna get. It's really not good. Nothing is good besides maybe Do It. That's the only one I can give the exception to. And then it ends off with Keen, where he calls himself anti-Semitic, which is crazy. I don't know why he would just casually drop that. It's almost like he's just embracing it now, which I guess he was doing back then when the whole like mustache man thing happened with Alex Jones podcast. Again, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a year ago Kanye became famous again, or infamous, I should say, for something he did. But I'm not gonna get into all that right now. Um, but this is actually his first album since that whole drama, and it's not good. It's his worst album, which makes sense, I guess. But the closer track though, Keen, it's just stupid. It's like 2 minutes. I guess it's fine, but it's stupid. Like the lyrics again are trash on it. That's really all I can say. It's like a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 at best. The only reason I can even give it that is because of songs like Do It and maybe like Fuck Something. I guess those are the only good songs on this album. The rest of it is just so damn annoying or repetitive or cringy. Like, I've never cringed this much at a Kanye West album. Like, genuinely have not cringed this hard at a Kanye album. Like, sometimes you have little cringy moments here and there, like on, Life of Pablo or Yeezus, but nothing that bad. Like, I could always sit through it and be like, that's fine, whatever. But this album genuinely made me cringe so hard. Like, I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Like, this one song we mentioned earlier, Back to Me, cringy. Just absolutely cringy, bro. Oh my god. I'd rather listen to, like, the SML theme song. Oh, there you go. There's a Logan mention of the video. Gotta get that in there. Anyways, that's about it. Yeah, awful album. Don't listen to it. I don't recommend it, and it's sad to see what happened to Kanye. Kanye was the guy who made like Stronger and Flashing Lights and Heartless and Dark Fantasy. Like, bro, he used to make good shit. What happened? Like, I know he went crazy and all this religious stuff happened, but like, what happened to him though? Like, genuinely, what happened to his music? It just sucks that it affected his music so hard. I mean, I know when shit's happening in your life, it's gonna affect some of your creative outlets like music or art. But man, it took a toll on him. Like, you just see it in his newer albums. It's awful. And I guess he's just also trying to adapt with like modern rappers, which all suck. But whatever. That's gonna get some hate comments right there. I just said, but. Maybe it's not all of them, but most of them, yeah, low key. That's about it though. Like, subscribe to your boy later, and peace. Let me know what you thought about the Vultures though, if you heard it. I know some of my subscribers are Kanye West listeners, so whatever. That's about it. Peace out. Tomorrow I will hopefully be streaming. So yeah, that's about it.